Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Point Fighter Live. I'm Alex Reyes, and I'm here today with Christine and Don Rodriguez. We're talking about the Ocean State Grand Nationals, the 42nd year. It's going to be an awesome event. Point Fighter approved. It's coming up, and man, I'm so excited about this tournament. And last year, you guys had a great tournament, and we're like, how could it get better? And it did. You guys have a bunch of stuff that we're going to talk about here tonight, and it's going to be a great event. How are you guys doing? Everything good?
Good. Doing awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Anybody out there that's watching right now, live or to the recorded video, you could go ahead and scan that QR code right there on the screen, and it'll take you right to the website, okay? And it's oceanstategrandnational.net, and there's also a Facebook page. They're online everywhere, okay? So they're easy to get a hold of. The phone number's right there, their email. It's an awesome sport karate event open to all ages, ranks, and styles. There's something for everybody, okay? And it's a great event. It's awesome. All right, so 42 years, huh? 42 years.
Yes.
Yep.
Since tournament's been running, and we were talking about a little bit about it earlier before the show about NASCA, right? The NASCA circuit, and just talk a little bit about that, because you guys, we could talk about the history of Ocean State, right? But also not just the tournament, the whole league, right? It's been around for a long time. So let's talk a little bit about that now.
Really, what I was saying, and I really mean this, and it's the truth. And I'm speaking the truth when I say this. The NASCAR circuit, there is just not another circuit like that in sport karate in the world. No one has a circuit like we do with the NASCAR circuit. Now I know, they're putting a lot of work into the referees program, which we definitely need, and
Yes.
that's improving now. And it's there, and people are getting certified. They're understanding the rules and so forth. But as far as the tournaments themselves, the promoters from the tournaments, every one of the NASCAR promoters, they work really, really hard, try to make their tournament the best tournament you can have. And you
Yes.
can't ask for anything more than that. But when you think about it, Alex, there's 12 tournaments on our circuit. 10 of those tournaments have been doing them for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Now that's incredible.
A lot of experience. Yeah.
A lot of history there,
History.
and it's I'm just proud to be a part of it, and I know you guys are. And you know what, some of the promoters sometimes, of course, we don't get along, but you know what, it's not a matter of us not getting along. It's just a matter of us having different ideas and so forth. But for the most part, unity wise, in our sport, there's not another circuit like the
Yeah.
NASCAR circuit anywhere in the world.
Yes. Hey, and going back to unity, you know, family, right? Family. It's family, because
It
think
is.
about it. Families fight. I fight like most people fight with their family more than anybody, right? So, but they stick together, and they're sometimes you guys don't agree on certain things, but you stick together. It's been stuck together for a long time, and it's just keep growing and getting bigger, in my opinion. I think it's just growing and growing, and part of it is events like yours, right? The Ocean State Grand Nationals. You guys do not want to miss it. April 5, 6, and 7. It's in Warwick, Rhode Island. I loved the venue. I love the venue. I love the location. I think that everything is really perfect, right? This is a perfect event. East Coast up there's a lot of great talent, but you guys got people from all over coming every year. So competition wise, this is the place to be. If you're big in sport karate, you have to be. This is one of those events you have to be at. This year for sure. You have to be there in person. We're gonna be live streaming and putting it out there, but it's nothing like the energy in that room is like nothing else, in my opinion, for real. Like
Yes.
that's how much I enjoyed it last year, for
A
sure.
lot of
Was
good
it great?
energy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a lot of energy last year, a lot
Yeah.
of excitement there, really
Yes.
was.
Yes. Hey, and also talking about history, it's point fighter approved too, but Crane, right? Crane has been around for a long time too,
Really,
and
it
that's like
has.
two historic event and leagues here that are part of this tournament for sure.
We had Crane's been going on for 50 years now, over 50 years, And you know
Wow,
what?
50.
Me and Tony Cogliandro run the Crane organization. And you know what? We're really proud of what we've done. It's still
Yes.
going, and the talent's
Wow.
still there and so
Wow.
forth. And next week we got a big tournament going on right there at the Crown. Got
Yeah.
our banquet going on there for the Crane organization, and it's our first tournament of the year, you know. But between Crane and NASCAR, they're just tremendous organizations. But you know
Yes.
what? I'm really listen. You know, the AKAs and the compete, they both had really good tournaments. They're up in competitors and stuff. Everything's starting to gel now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And you know what? We've all been doing it for a long time, and we just love to see the competitors go in there. And you know what? Most of the competitors have all competed in the NASCAR circuit. You
Yes.
have yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. No,
Christine
I
was
grew up
there.
NASCAR.
You
Yeah,
know,
I grew up NASCAR for sure.
yeah, Christine and a lot of the people
Yeah.
that are even promoting these tournaments now have competed in the NASCAR circuit. You know, so
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
it's exciting. It's really exciting. So,
Yes. No, for sure. I'm excited, and you guys wait till you see what's coming up. Yeah, you guys don't want to miss it. You guys always have a guest come to the event, and this year I like this guest. It's cool. You know, Zolt Marati. He's coming in as a guest, and this guy to me is like a legend in the sport for sure. Like he won everywhere for sure. He was a member of Paul Mitchell, so that's great. That was great that he's coming. That's awesome.
you know, I love Zolt. Zolt's
Yeah.
such a great guy, and what a competitor. And you know, he's a legend in Waco. He's a 10-time world champion and so forth. But
Yes.
you know what? He made the transition. He when we brought him on
Okay.
the team, he came over here, and he actually won the world title in the NASCAR circuit. You know what I
He
mean?
did.
You
He
know,
did.
so
Not many
you
people
know,
could say that, right? Not
yeah.
many people could say. Some people have come over from Europe that were Waco champions that have won a few tournaments, but he actually won multiple
Oh
tournaments and
no,
titles.
he
Yeah.
yeah, and
Uh,
he's just a really great guy too. A
yeah.
really great guy, and we're just glad to have him here. Even his wife's going to be down, and they got a little brand new little baby that's going to be here too. So we're really excited to see Zolt come back in. We really are.
That's
So
awesome. No, that's great for sure. Make sure you guys that are watching, if he's been retired for a few years now, but if you want to see a good fighter, maybe get some tips, do some film study, watch this guy. He's a legend for sure. One of my favorite fighters because I love kickers as well. Right? I love
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
I'm
could kick, boy. That
He'll
guy could kick.
he'll be giving
for sure.
autographs all weekend and hanging out with
Awesome.
everybody.
We're going to also have at the Ocean State Collision, who's one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Um, he's going to be having T-shirts there, special done T-shirts of Zolt that we're going to be giving out free for people that want to
Wow.
come over and get him to autograph it and stuff. So, you
I
know
love
what?
it.
We got a lot of exciting things happening, and you know, having Zolt there is going to be terrific. You know,
That's
so
awesome. No, that's awesome for real. That's great. And on the screen here, you guys can see some of the sponsors as well. We'll mention them even more. But you guys do a great job with getting sponsors, and that's a good sign of a great tournament. If a lot of people are supporting it and sponsoring it as well, right? So we'll get into that in a little bit and give a shout out. But first, we need to talk about some important details. The music, right? So our competitors who may be on our Saturday nighttime finals using music must complete this form. So the form, it has to be filled out by March 21st, and it's right on the website, right? Uh,
Right. It's on the website and it's on the Facebook page, and they have a huge library of music that they can, sort through and pick out any kind of music that they want. There's no charge for it at all. It's just, runoffs is fine. They can use whatever music they want, but when it comes to the nighttime show, that'll be televised for the CW channel, and possibly put on YouTube or whatever later
nice.
on. We want to make sure that there's no issues with the music, so they need to just pick something out for that.
There you go. So if you think you're gonna make it to the nighttime finals, make sure you fill out that form, which should be everybody, right? If you're gonna go to a tournament and not think you're not gonna make it, don't you shouldn't right. Just go,
well,
Yeah.
put the music in, and that's it. You're speaking it into the universe right there. That's telling them I'm making it into the nighttime final. So go
That's
ahead and
great.
do that. Do that right now. You don't want to miss on that. So you got till March 21st, which is plenty of time, but you don't want to, it goes by quick. So make sure you do that now. Don't forget. Another big thing is the prize money. Now, wow, you guys got $35,700 in prize money. Woo! Right?
Yes.
Between everything. Yes. And you guys got TVs coming out to to the top schools. That's cool that you guys did that last year. I think last year you guys gave out, was it 2 last year? Did you guys give
Yes.
out
Yeah.
2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing this year. An
Yeah, do it
85.
again this year. Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So wow. So last year you guys gave out a lot of money, but this year you guys upped it, right? You upped it about at least 5 or 6 thousand more,
Still
right?
over $7,000. Yeah.
More,
Yep.
right?
And last year a lot of the women, were disappointed that we had the big prize money for the men's open weight
Yeah.
for the super fights, and we told them come out and we'll see what we can do next year. If you guys show up. So we are doing the
And they did show up last year.
yeah.
They did. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. No, that's awesome. No, there's some great prize money there. There's money for first place, money for runner up, money for thirds, and money 5th through 8th. I know that I talked to some of the fighters last year that were in that 5th through 8th, and they're like so happy. They're like, wow. They're like, because they made it pretty big. Like that made me feel like the old school feeling. Because back in the days when I was competing, I remember if you placed in the top 4 in the mid 90s, right? Around the mid 90s, you were respected. Like that was a good accomplishment, right? Like you know what I'm saying? So that's like they're here finishing in the for the open weight. They made 50 1st to 8th is getting something. That's incredible. So how many people did you have last year in the open weight? Do you guys remember the numbers?
Well, we did 2 divisions. We had a super fight that was with the prize money, and then we had an open weight.
Right. Yeah.
So they were both very big, like
oh my god.
Yeah, 50 people.
50 or 60.
Over 50. Yeah, I know it was over 50 for sure.
But this year, we're just doing the open weight, and that's where the big prize money is going to be. So people don't have to, worry about points in one division.
But Alex, in our men,
$4,000.
Yeah.
One person's gonna leave there with $4,000. Then runner up $2,000. The 2/3 $1,000. That's what people win in overalls at some NASCAR events, right?
Right.
And then 500 for times 4, is it? That's what some NASCAR events give out for grants. Right there
for the whole tournament, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But
so
this is 10,000 for the men's open weight division, and that's sponsored by Ocean State Collision Center and the Zangari family that are sponsoring that division, which is amazing. And then we have 5,000 in prize money for the women's open weight total, and that's sponsored by Maggie Messina and Female Fighters Matter too. So
awesome.
Super appreciate their support on the event, and just got to come out and support it if you want to see prize money like this. We see tournaments that are giving $500 or $1,000 out, and they're getting 60 competitors in a division. So
yeah, that's true.
So they need to support the divisions that
for sure.
are really.
Exactly.
But
that's how you show it's working. That's how you show it's working. It's like, okay, you want more money? Here it is. Come. If you're not showing up, then don't complain.
Yeah.
But Alex, I got to tell you that I can't tell you how much we both really do enjoy giving that money to the competitors. We really do. You know what I mean? Because you know what? We want to show that we appreciate the hard work that they're doing, the hard work and the hard training that they're all doing, And what's funny about the men?
Yes.
5th to 8th place is getting $500 each, So now I'm getting some old fighters saying like, I think I could take an 8th, for $500, you know what I mean? But you know what? It's what we feel. We really feel strong about it. The sponsorship money came here. It's not like we're putting it in our pockets. We're giving it back to the competitors where they should have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we both feel very strong
about sponsorships. Yeah. And if you're watching now, you want to add to the sponsorship, that's it. Like, content. It's not too late yet. You could still add to be part of this awesome, prize money here that's being given out. And you know what? Also, what I love watching people fight for that kind of money, because you see a difference, right? You see a difference when they're fighting when you see the prize money, you feel the energy and the intensity go up. That's why I was saying the energy in that room, you could feel it, because that $4,000, that's like, that's good. That's a good. I mean, with that, you could basically pay a lot of bills. You could pay a lot of people's house bills could be paid with that, right? Or that could be a vacation money right there. I mean, you literally use that for some big things, savings, anything like that's a good chunk of money right there for sure. So it's gonna be good fighting for sure. And there's prize money for everybody too. There's traditional challenge. Look at $1,000 grants, CMX. You guys could see the list here. You could go to the website too and check it out as well. So there's 19,000 for the open weight team fighting. Right. Let me see. Yeah, it's sectioned off here. So teams in special divisions, 19,500. Then forms total prize money, 5,600. And then going on to the next one is
The weapons.
here it is. Okay, yeah. Then the weapons, 5,000, and then here you have another 5,000 for the sparring grants, right? So it's 35,700, and the two TVs, right? Smart TVs. Those things are huge too. 85-inch and 75-inch. That's great. So you guys are doing that again this year as well.
That's for our most supportive school or teams that we give those out to.
Yeah, I love that. I love that idea too. Now, last year I remember seeing some 7-foot trophies too, and you guys do that for the underbelts, right?
Yeah, all the underbelts get 7-foot trophies, and they're just awesome. Don Doris does an incredible job with the trophies, as you know. And he when this all came about a few years back, and I said, hey, you know what? Let's do something a little bit different. You know what I mean? And now it's so funny because Sam Gagnon and David Bosnet, their kids are fighting now, and they all won those 7-foot trophies on Sunday, and I saw them both. Both fathers are taking the trophies apart to try to take them home. You know what I mean? And then he started yelling at me, "You make these things so big now. Look at you."
That's old school, but it's back with you. I remember my dad doing that for my trophies too when we'll go to Orlando and stuff, and he will break it down and to travel with it. Yeah, that brings back memories, and that's cool that they could do that now too, because kids love that. Kids. I think that's a great thing. And underbelts, I think that you bring a 6-foot, 7-foot trophy. I said 7-foot trophy. That's that's a conversation starter right there. Right? For sure. That's awesome. And then you also have the Kevin Thompson Award that you guys have been doing that for a while now too. Yeah. And who gets this? Who gets this award?
Well, we every instructor there that brings students to the tournament. And what we do is we tell the instructors afterwards that to come and see us, and they can choose one of their students that did really good at the tournament. Maybe not necessarily won, but they did really good and didn't, you know what I mean? And so forth. And then they can we want the instructors to give their students. So the instructors can come up, we'll give them this trophy, Kevin Thompson Award. And you know what?
Like that. That's great. Yeah.
Kevin meant so much to us. Kevin.
One per school. Wow. So much, so there's multiple. Wow. Yeah. That's amazing. I really like that idea. Wow.
Yeah. It could be a coach, like Team Legend or Team Revolution or Team America. They can get one trophy, MVP award, and give it to their most valuable player at the tournament.
That's special. That is special. And one.
And it doesn't cost anything. We give it to them for free. It's
that's special. Wow, that's so special right there. That's priceless. Yeah. For real. Wow. Yeah, we need to push this harder for real, and to have the Kevin Thompson MVP award. That's so prestigious right there. Wow, that's incredible. I didn't realize that's how exactly how it went. Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great idea too. I mean,
well, you know what, Kevin meant so much to us, and he meant so much to our sport,
Yes, that's great. Incredible. Wow. So what a great way to remember him, too.
And that's what we want to do. We want to keep him in remembrance,
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Yeah, for real. That's amazing. I love it. Hey, all also, before we get into the next category that we're talking to, we got the Power Ring, Doris Brothers. One person's gonna win one of these at the event. We
Right.
can hand them out to one person every Point Fighter approved event, and we'll bring on a winner on the show too. We'll highlight them as well, just like we always do. And I'm gonna be there, looking forward to a picture, streaming, all that good stuff. The last NASCAR tournament, this weekend, I took 1,000 pictures at the Pan Ams. I've been taking about 1,000 pictures at the National, so I'm gonna have my camera there. I'm really loving to take the pictures now too. So a lot of good coverage from Point Fighter Live. All right, so the hotel, it's the Crown Plaza, Providence, Rhode Island. That's right by the airport as well, I believe. Right, it was
Right.
pretty minutes away. Right, it was pretty much minutes away. There was a free shuttle off,
Yes.
and I had a free shuttle as well. Yeah, that was good, and it was smooth, great. So you don't have to pay for that Uber to the tournament. That's a big deal right there for sure. Whenever I see that, that's a great plus. So the link to the hotel is on the website. Okay, the
Right.
link to the hotel
Right.
is on the website. Right.
Right
And
now,
then
the hotel is sold out. We have a
wow,
lot of backup hotels.
wow.
A
Okay.
lot of backup hotels that are only a mile, 2 miles away, very, very close, and they're all really close to the airport. So
Yes.
on the website and in our brochure, you'll find all the backup hotels, and
Okay. Okay.
I have it on the Ocean State Facebook page as well. There's some links where they can just click the link and get the tournament rate at those backup hotels.
That's awesome, though. I mean, that's a great sign. It got sold out. How long has it been sold out for already? Did it just get sold out recently, or
Well, the Crown's been sold out for now about a week or two now, a
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Now,
Wow.
some of the other tournaments are starting to fill up, but and we do have some of the other hotels that are going to be offering a free shuttle to go
Okay.
to the Crown Plaza. You know what I
Beautiful.
mean?
Beautiful. That's
Not
great.
all of them, but some of them will. So
Some of
Yeah.
them will. So they could just go to the website and they'll see the options there.
yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check it out. Okay. All right. So go ahead and do that. You want to do that as quick as possible. I'm telling you, this tournament's hot. It's gonna be cold up there, but it's hot. It's hot.
I hope it's not cold.
Well, cold for me, it's like 50. So, cold for me is like in the 50s already. I'm from Miami, so up there I know that's not cold really for you guys, but yeah, it's gonna be really a great tournament. You guys don't want to miss it, and don't miss out on getting a good room. You could still get some good rooms. Some have a shuttle to the Crown Plaza as well. Now, the Hall of Fame, you guys do this every year, right? And we're just
Yes.
gonna go by every person now. And I love that you guys do that. I mean, you guys do everything right. Watch promoters here is where you got to go, right? Got some good ideas right here. Got a lot of experience. All right, so Reed Presley, he's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome. He deserves it. He's doing a lot of cool things. Now he has a tournament now too. His first tournament's coming up March 30th, right? It's the scenic tournament. So he's really a great athlete. He was on Team Paul Mitchell, and he's just keeps evolving, right? So that's awesome to see. Yes. Then all right, we got the mayor. He's gonna be there then, huh? The mayor.
Yeah.
Yes, he's scheduled to be there,
gonna
and
be
he's
there.
been very, very supportive of the event, and he's just a down to earth guy, and it's great to see that type of person in office as our
Yeah,
mayor.
I'll tell you what kind of a person he is, Alex. One snowstorm we had a lot of snow. Some of the trucks weren't working. He jumped in his own truck he had a plow on, and he plowed the roads too.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And
Yeah.
that's the type of guy he is. He's
Passionate. Yeah, passionate about his town. for
really
sure.
good man. He
That's
loved our show at night. Him
Yeah.
and his wife came there, and he was raving about it. He said, like, "Wow, it's really something." So, we're really happy that you got somebody that's not in karate,
Yeah.
but supports what we're doing. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah, that's a great collaboration there too, and like a show of
Yeah.
appreciation on both sides, because you guys are bringing in a lot of people, into the city, from out of town, all over the world, and
Yeah.
and he's there supporting it. So that
Yeah.
shows appreciation too. So for sure, that's awesome. That's great. It's gonna be great. I want to meet him up there for
Yeah.
sure. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
We'll introduce you to him for sure.
That's
He's a great
awesome.
guy.
Yes, that's great. And it's always good when somebody like that likes it, because then they spread the word out about sport karate too.
Precisely.
Right? Yeah, that's great
Exactly.
for sure. Yeah, hey, and Dante Rodriguez, he's a great guy. I always have a talk with him when I come to your tournament, and we just connect. He's super cool. He's a great guy. He's a great guy for sure. Um, so yeah, that's good. That's good. And he works a lot for the tournament too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He has over the years, and you know what? Dante was on stage before he was even born, when Christine was there. you know, so
That's true.
he's got a long history, if you know what I
He's
mean.
been there every year.
That's funny. Yeah, no, he's a great guy for sure. He's a great guy, and he works hard at the tournament for sure too. John Politi, he works super hard too. He's a great guy. He's always working at the tournaments, and his tournament's awesome too. And yeah, he deserves it for sure. John is a great
Oh, no
guy.
question.
Yeah,
Very
for sure.
helpful.
Yeah, very helpful. Peaches, yeah, that's a good one here. So yeah, so she's gonna be coming out. That's awesome. Yeah, some autographs here too. Autograph opportunity as
Yeah, she
well.
was a
Yeah,
great fighter when she was competing, and her and Christine had some battles on that stage, And
yeah.
you know what? I'll tell you a quick story. Peaches came down to our school. Was it last year? Or do you?
Maybe 2 years ago.
Well, 2 years ago. And she wanted to do some sparring. So Christine and her, and we had some of our students.
Oh
And we,
wow, for real?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they were sparring. So we do this thing on 1 point sparring.
Uh-huh.
Somebody scores a point,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're out. But
Yeah.
I say, you know what? We're going to use the honor system. So when somebody scores a point on you, you got to acknowledge it. These two were pounding each other for 20 minutes. Neither one of them would acknowledge that someone scored.
How
Okay.
many years ago was that?
Just 2 years
Oh,
ago. Okay.
wow. So it's still a good
Finally, I just
rivalry.
said, I
So
threw
it's
them
still
both
good
out of the ring. I
rivalry,
said,
huh?
both of you get out of the ring. I said, I'm done. Okay. I threw them both out of the ring.
Wow. So it's still good
Some
rivalry.
things never change, Alex, if
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Hey,
We're
that's
good
the
friends. We're not competitive. Well, we're always competitive. I
When
guess.
they're in the ring fighting, they're competitive.
that will be a good set match, right?
The Peaches
Hey,
is, Kristen
you
is a
know,
sweetheart.
I was always I've always thought about something like that. Like this off topic a little bit, but just I guess just of the set fight thing. But like I always thought it would be cool to have and I thought about it too, of maybe even helping to sponsor something like this. Imagine, because this is one sport karate I got hooked on, and I told you this earlier. Imagine if we get the Brady's and Mafia or whatever to fight, a Paul Mitchell old school team, like from that they used to fight from the 90s with Pedro and all. Imagine a battle right now, a set match right now. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think it would be a cool match, right? If we could somehow make something like that
Don't
happen.
don't
And they
get my
agree.
mind working, Alex. Here,
Yeah, isn't that a good idea? I've always thought about that, and I've even thought about weight saving sponsoring or getting the people to come to get it together. And I'm talking to you about it now that we mentioned. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna say it right here live, but that would be cool, something to work on maybe in the future. And because those are probably they I mean those two teams, made 3-man team fighting what it is now. Like that's like the best, and like it'll be cool to honor them that way too, in a way, right? To have them fight. And I'm pretty sure it'll be exciting, like Christine and Peaches was. I think it will still be just as competitive, right? I think that I think they're so professional and great at that they'll take it super serious and won't have, they won't mess around with it. I think it'll be great matches for sure. For sure. But let's see. All right, so let's go back to the Hall of Fame. We have Ronnie Presley, great guy. Everybody knows that he's one of the hardest workers out there in NASCAR. This guy, he's like the whole time helping run the tournament well. So for sure. And then his partner in crime with the helping too is Eric Rudolph, and he's done so much as well. Both of them have done so much for the sport, for sure.
They really have, and you know what? Their kids have gone out to becoming legends in the sport. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know what? It's so cool that Ronnie and Reed are going to be getting inducted together. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
And of course, Eric, his son, he has a pretty famous son too. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
Jackson was one of the best. And Jackson and Reed competed against each other for years. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
For
And
real.
yeah, so it's exciting. But you know what? I got to tell you that these guys work hard at the tournament.
They
They
do.
really do. You know what I
They
mean?
do.
And sometimes they get blamed for things that aren't true. Okay,
Yes.
it's like sometimes they say, oh, they accuse them of putting certain judges in the ring. That
We give them the list of the judges.
our
They don't.
judges are set before these guys even get there.
Yeah.
We already got those judges set.
They only want the best
I'm
for
telling you, yeah, they work
judges,
so
and
hard and they
they
get,
do.
they
They
work
do.
so
But
hard and it's almost like a thankless job sometimes, right? Too.
Yeah,
is.
it really is.
They
And
catch a lot of slack, and
Yeah.
they more than deserve
more
being
than that, you know what I
being put in
mean?
the Hall of Fame because
And
they work so hard.
Yeah,
and
they
no one
deserve
should
it
ever
for sure.
listen.
They deserve
Those judges, as you know, Alex, you have your judges already in the rings before these guys even show up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, for
Well,
sure.
we
Yeah,
do the
that
same thing.
happens. Yeah,
Have
exactly.
to have it,
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll take the blame. You know what I mean?
They do a great job and they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. All right, and then we got Don Kemp.
Yeah.
Yep, she's one of our black belts, and it's not only the weekend of the event that you need help, but as we get closer, needing coverage for classes, and just different things that she can help out here at the school and at the tournament. So
Yeah, and
she's been involved for years.
She judges, she scorekeeps, timekeeps.
Awesome.
Whatever we need her to do, she'll do. She's always there for us at the school, at the tournaments. I mean, she really deserves a lot.
That's great. No, that's great that you guys are honoring her too. That shows sometimes people like that get overseen and you guys didn't overlook. You're putting her in the Hall of Fame. So that's awesome. Good job done. For sure. All right. So the schedule of events, you guys could check in Thursday already. There's early check-in from 6 to 8. The NASCA judges certification and training, which has been awesome. That's going to be announced soon. That'll be before. And then registration, judges, volunteers, and VIP check-in at 12. And then the competition starts at 1, right? Yeah.
Yes, we're starting a little earlier this year. We're going to do those special divisions just to make sure everything runs smoothly throughout the day. The demo teams and sync and the trad challenge starting off early, and then the other divisions starting open weight, the big open weight divisions and team fights and stuff starting at 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's that's the schedule right there. You guys could check it out on the website as well. It's all there. And then that's the schedule. If you see it there, it runs very smoothly as well, on time. So make sure you're there on time and you check in early. Be there on time so you don't miss your divisions. All right. Okay. So now you guys have the certification with NASCA. Now, if you want to register, you could go ahead and you could do this from the brochure, right? So that you can fill it out. And I think that you guys they do it on the registration too, like on my event text as well. Can they register to be
they can, and there's also a link on the website.
Okay, there's a link
come to us.
Okay, there you go.
Just email and let me know. And same thing, not just officials, but scorekeepers and timekeepers. Yeah. We have a 3-day event, so by Sunday everyone's cooked. So those underbelts deserve good scoring and good officiating and everything else as well. But a lot of the black belts, it's nice because the underbelts have their own day and the instructors fight and do forms and stuff Friday and Saturday, and then they're able to sit back and coach their underbelt students on Sunday and not be running around competing as well. So it works out well.
No, yeah, that works out well for sure. So you want to go to oceanstategrandnational.net and the link will be right there if you want to sign up to be a judge or a scorekeeper as well. So that's something for sure that's needed to help make the tournament run smoother and smoother. Okay, so anything else that we didn't talk about that we want to mention? It's going to be a great event for sure.
Did we have any questions in that? I see some comments, but
legendary.
I don't think so.
Deborah's Tune.
We have
Yes.
the Zangari family watching, tuning in here, and no, I
Yeah,
don't
we
think
have
any questions. So,
Marte. Yeah,
Yeah,
can't wait. Yeah, for
and
sure.
that
Awesome.
brings us up to, without these people that help sponsor the event, even the city of Warwick, our mayor, they're
Yeah.
behind it. You know what I mean? And Kathy Andriozzi with the Tori Andriozzi Foundation. You know what I mean? Is there, and you know what, Maggie, of course, and let me tell you something. They're just great people, and you know what? We have other companies that help out a lot, like Paul Mitchell, for
Yeah,
instance. You
Paul
know what I mean?
Mitchell.
And Century Martial Arts is a big supporter of what we do. You know
Yes.
what I mean? And
Yes.
help us out. And you know what? Even Asian World of Martial Arts. These are rival companies.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of good people. And even at the tournament, we're going to have people set up. Mention a couple of people yourself. I know G Force is going to be setting up a
Yeah.
booth.
Yeah.
Fighters Inc. will be set
Fighters
up.
Inc. will be there. You know what I mean?
We'll have tables for our sponsors like Ocean State Collision Center, that where we told you we're going to be
And
giving out stuff with Zolt.
Maggie also.
Maggie Messina will have a table, and we got quite a few other table booths that will be there. Our tournament T-shirts as well, but also we are Virtual Fight Tour is going to be sponsoring the overall grand for the men.
Yeah.
So that's the winner of the lightweight grand versus the winner of the heavyweight grand for an additional 500.
Last man standing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, VFT. That's it. That's awesome. That's great. So even more money right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? We just keep it going. You know what I mean? We just keep it going.
Hey, this is incredible. It's going to be a great event. I can't wait. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's always great to talk to you guys. Anybody that's tuning in, you have any more questions, you know where to go. OceanStateGrandNational.net. You could call 401-737-2809 or email drka111@aol.com. You've had that email forever too, right? I remember emailing you from the 90s, I think. That's great. Awesome. Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night. All right. Let's go.
Same here. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Bye.